is to solve this problem for the seller. If there is one, maybe there's not one. You know?
I mean, just like I said in my email, like she just started talking my ear off, and I told her I was a realtor, and I was just like working out, had no hair and makeup on, and she lives at my building. She's an older lady, and she said that her mom lives here, but she's getting old, and she said it's not a nice place. Needs a lot of work, and I don't want to do any maintenance to it. I don't know if I want to sell it or not sell it. There's no mortgage on it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just dangled a carrot, and she's like, well, maybe we should talk. I said, there's no pressure. I said, but at least gives you like some education as to what you want to do.
Yeah.
And add value.
Well, let's go talk.
Yeah.
We're good at that.
Yeah. So my carrot worked, and that's about it.
What's her name?
Cheryl.
In the condition of the property, it could be a good little deal.
Well, the way that she described it, I was like, maybe that might be a wholesale opportunity.
It probably is. Or seller finance opportunity. We're going to present all options and say, this is all the ways we can help. Here's everything we do. What's important to you, and kind of what are you looking to accomplish if you were to sell? And just start going down that road with her.
She goes, oh no! That's not the key. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it might be an investor's dream, because, you know, they come in and do whatever they do.
Right.
I don't think a person. So just excuse we stay away 3 or 4 days and we come back.
That's okay.
So you can look around. This is the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I like painting and stuff, you know.
How long y'all had it for? Long time?
100 years.
100 years?
Yeah.
Actually?
And since the 70s, I think.
Okay, that's when y'all moved in?
That was when she moved in, her and my dad. Yeah.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath?
Yeah, I can show you real quick. I know, it looks like a park.
Good Lord, you don't get that much anymore.
Okay.
You live
One
close?
bedroom.
You live close to here?
I live in her building.
Okay. Oh.
We're neighbors in the
Got
same
it.
building.
Yeah.
Got it.
So this could be a nice office for someone, or a kid's bedroom. Let's get this yard in.
This is my mom's room. There's a bathroom in.
Did y'all ever get any foundation work done to it or anything?
It does need it.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can tell that you kind of.
I can feel it and I can see it.
Oh yeah, you can see it. So yeah, see, all that needs done.
Right.
It's a big bedroom.
Well, this bathroom's nice.
Well, we just had it done. Just had it done. But I'm like, now the rest of the house needs to look like the bathroom.
Right.
Well, you did a good job on that bathroom. It's a nice area.
Yeah, and you see those? Did you come in off of
MLK?
Weberville?
Yeah,
Turn.
there's a new
That
townhome.
new, and
Yeah.
then the one next to those, I think that one for like 800,000, and the one next to about 600,000.
Okay.
Okay, but they gutted them, and that was a new build.
Okay.
I don't really keep it. I'm just cut the grass and the trees. I had to cut down.
It's more grass than I want to cut.
I had to cut that. Then see this kind of stuff. I was getting ready to do this around here. This siding's coming up. See.
What about the roof? When's the last time?
I think the roof is okay,
Okay. And
but I haven't done anything to it.
AC unit?
It was
But it
born
works.
in, was it 1969, I think it was built, if I remember.
Thanks. I don't. My mom. But then they let them.
Yeah, I put that on the site website.
Now I've done stuff, but then I get sick of doing stuff.
What's your...
It's a lot of work.
Now this is all of that,
is theirs?
but I'm paying two taxes. This is a different address.
You own this lot though?
Uh-huh.
Got it.
I mean, my mother does.
Right, all this?
All of this. So this keeps going up crazy. And so I was like, should I combine it and then get it? And then I'm like, no, I'll just sell this part. And then I'll use that money to fix that up.
Right.
And I can't make a decision. I just...
Well, what's the ideal scenario for you here with selling the house? Like, how quickly y'all want to sell it? You ready to get your mom back in the apartment with you?
Well, we'd have to go, because I just got a 1-bedroom. She would have to, come with me.
So you guys part owners in the house, like you and your brother, you guys got to...
Like when she dies. Mm-hmm. But I'm her power of attorney.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So I got a lot of leeway.
Right.
And I could, depends on the day. Like, Mom, don't you want to, okay, let me videotape, sign here. I mean, I don't know what to do.
What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I want you guys to tell me.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know if it's a sellable house. It might be like for an investor maybe.
Everything's sellable.
You think so?
You know, at the right price. This one, like you said, is not going to be ideal for someone to come move their family into.
No, they're going to like, oh, this needs work.
They're going to want to buy that one or that one.
Yeah.
You know, this could be a good deal for an investor to do something similar to these.
They might tear it down, start over.
They could. I mean, that's definitely a possibility with both of these lots. Mm-hmm. Depending upon what the zoning is and what City of Austin would allow them to do. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's a lot of ways that you could sell it as is right now. Mm-hmm. Or, like you mentioned, you could sell this back lot potentially, maybe to that guy right there, and use this money to go fix up the house, then sell it. But it needs a lot of work, and I mean, that's a full-time job. You probably have about 100 more to go.
Really?
And the siding, I know from experience, that can get expensive.
Mm-hmm. So I got a couple of estimates just to go up like 4 or 5 panels up all the way around.
Yeah.
Instead of all the way up, and then they have to. I'm trying to do stuff like on a line.
I think that'd be a good idea if y'all were gonna stay here. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to fix it up to sell it, you
just stop.
Well, that, or if you're gonna do something, you should do it all the way.
Okay.
Would be my advice. Mm-hmm. We can help in many different ways depending upon what's important to you. Like Avery mentioned, we own a real estate brokerage, so Avery can be the listing agent. Mm-hmm. If she were to list it, it'd probably be an investor that ends up buying it. Mm-hmm. And depending upon what price you guys want to sell at, it may go fast, it may sit here for a long time. Right now the market is not that great.
For sellers.
For sellers.
Yeah, it was good like a couple of years ago.
It was a couple of years ago.
Everybody's like, oh, they're going, selling.
A lot changed. The economy shifted, the interest rates have risen, and there's a lot of inventory for selling in Austin. Like even these guys right here. You know, I don't know their numbers or anything, but they probably decided to do this at the wrong time, depending upon how much profit they think they're going to make. But it's probably going to sit for a while listed on the market, but it is possible to sell it that way, and that is the way where, you know, the majority of buyers who are looking in the area and or investors are going to see it. We're also investors, so we own about 100 doors properties here in Central Texas, Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown.
Oh, okay.
So we could maybe buy it if we worked out a deal.
I'm tired of going back and forth with it. And I'm just on the fence. Do I want to come just stay here for another year or two? But then that doesn't mean the interest rates are going to go back down.
They will eventually.
Eventually, but you don't know if it's in a year or 5 years.
Correct.
Okay.
In the event you said you did want to sell, like what do you have to go through in order to go through that process?
You mean far as my mom?
Mom, brother, yourself, everything.
Well, he'll just go along probably. It's really just my mom. Just her. And she pretty much goes along with because she's just at that stage, like. But sometimes she's like, "It's my house." Or,
Do you think you'll have to get her in a care facility, or do you think that's
no, not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, good.
She would come with me.
Yeah.
Wherever, and I probably get like I would be interested in selling everything, like the house and then this lot. This is just bothering me how much it keeps going up.
Yeah.
What
Taxes.
What are your taxes on this?
Oh man, last year it was 7,000, I think, and like about 5 years ago it was like 1,500.
How big is this one? Do you know? Because I think this one is 0.18.
Okay.
And so this one, I could look it up and let you know. I was just curious if you knew off the top of your head.
There's some people that the people that buy your house for cash. There've been a couple of offers, but their offer. I talked to the same people like 2 years ago, and it changed drastically. The same people like now, like
What?
Yeah, but you wanted to give me more.
What's their offer now?
I think their offer for the house was less than 300.
I mean, depending upon, this lot changes things a little bit,
Yeah, it changes.
but I mean, right now, if we're to sell this, and it's fixed up and it looks like that, maybe it's like 420, 450-ish, right? And so if an investor were to come in, fix it up, flip it, in order to make profit on it, by putting like 100 into it,
Right.
they'd probably need to be somewhere around 275-ish, 280-ish.
It was a little less. It was 200, I think, 200.
For just the lot?
Just a lot, yeah. 200.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why didn't you accept those? Just
I thought it was low, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just wait, and then I'll just bide my time, because I don't have to be in a rush, but I'm kind of tired of doing this too at the same time.
yeah. Well, another way that you could do it, depending on if you needed all that money at once, is you could sell it via seller financing. So someone gives you a down payment, and then they make monthly payments to you every month moving forward. You're basically the bank giving them a loan on the property, and there'd be a note, they'd make monthly payments to you, but that allows investors to pay a little bit of a higher price just due to the fact they're not coming in with cash right now, and they're able to finance it and make payments on it.
And then, but the benefit for me is that I would
Higher price,
higher price, and it gives me a little time
some time
to stay, I guess.
for seller financing. Well, if someone buys it, I mean, they could, I guess, but what they would want to do is probably start, fixing it up and getting it ready.
Okay.
But the seller financing would allow someone to probably pay a little bit of a higher price. The other benefit is that
Oh, you still got to go. You still got to move. Okay, yeah.
unless y'all wanted to rent it from the investor, which wouldn't make sense unless you needed the money for something. The other benefit could be taxes. So instead of paying capital gains tax on that entire amount, you would just pay taxes on the interest that you're receiving from the payments.
Okay.
Because if you sell it, let's call it $450 today, 20% going to Uncle Sam is going to eat into a lot of that money that you're keeping. It just kind of depends on what's important to you guys and what y'all are looking to do. I mean, there's always a way to make it work and make something happen, but it just starts with, what do y'all want to happen? Well, what do you think next steps are? Do you want us to provide kind of a few options of what each one of them would look like?
That would be good. And I could look at that, and I could share that with my brother too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could do that. And
I think explaining just like on paper, just like what the tax, the scenarios for taxes for each, if you choose route A or route B, to see kind of like what is going to make sense for you guys financially from a tax bracket too, because Alex makes a good point about the capital gains. and versus paying interest only on capital gains on the interest only, as he was describing. You would also have monthly cash flow as well.
Yeah, I didn't know. Now that I didn't know about. Could you just explain that to me? So that's pretty interesting.
It's a good option for a lot of people. I mean, it's good for who don't need the money now. They're going to earn interest over time, just like a bank would. They get a down payment. The house is secure. If the person ever stopped paying on the note, all you'd have to do is just take the house back, keep the down payment and all their payments, and you get your house back. So if you ever had to, that's, the benefit there. I'll run my numbers again, but this, I'm thinking it'd probably be somewhere around like $275. This lot, I wasn't taking into consideration this one, but I can do some research and we'll include that with some options.
And Cheryl, are you married or are you
No.
single? Okay. Because that makes a difference with your capital gains exemptions as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she gets no exemption on this, unless I
Combine
I
them.
kept dragging my feet about combining the two, and you can only do that in January.
Good job. Thoughts?
Huh?
I said good job. Thoughts?
I think we present the options. She just needs to see it on paper and understand
Yeah.
what it's going to mean for her long term and what's going to be in her pocket.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
She wears the pants in the family.
She does. She's wearing capris today.
Yeah. It sounds like she, if you give her some options, that she would be motivated to sell at this blank
Yeah.
tuition.
Well, let's do it. Present them together.